From Creamer Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. Our top stories this week. Diamond giant De Beers opens the diamond route in South Africa. The first black jeweller from the South African Jewellery Development Projects opens his own retail shop. And enhancing maths and science teaching skills through an e-learning computer-aided design course. A distinctly South African journey, the Diamond Route, which highlights the country's natural beauty, history, cultural diversity and conservation, is now open. Mining Weekly takes a look.
When you deal with a product which is so vitally emotional, when it is a product given to people for special occasions, to mark special occasions, that you have to, in the producing of that and in the managing of the assets you have, as we say in De Beers, live up to diamonds. And that requires you to behave in a proper and appropriate way. And we were lucky too in the diamond business, and that was when you found a diamond mine, round that mine you generally secured a whole number of other claims because there was quite often alluvial outflows from the kimberlitic pipes. And it was to protect those sort of things that De Beers acquired land holdings and quickly started looking after those land holdings, knowing that it was going to have to do that for future generations. That the Oppenheimer properties and the De Beers properties should be joined together in a diamond route and live up to diamonds.
The 9 sites making up the diamond route are the Namaqualand Diamond Coast near Cleansia, the Kimberley Big Hole, the Benfontein, Rooipoort and Dronfield Nature Reserves, all surrounding Kimberley, the Tswalu Kalahari Game Reserve near Uppington, the Brenthurst Gardens in Johannesburg, Izimvelo Nature Reserve outside Pretoria, and the Venetia Limpopo Nature Reserve near Messina.
We value the environment and value conservation and value our connection with communities and the development of the communities around us. When you receive this diamond, it's not only the diamond, it's not only the love, it's also an appreciation of the earth and the conservation and where this diamond came from and what it symbolizes in a very real way.
Nkobile Nkosi is the first black jeweller from the South African Jewellery Development Projects to open up his own jewellery manufacturing and retail shop in Soweto. Loni Prinsloo went to see him.
Jewellery manufacturing facility and retail shop NQ Jewellery recently opened its doors in Soweto. This is the first facility of its kind in the metropolitan township. NQ Jewellery founder Nkobile Nkosi tells us how he realized this dream.
Yes, I started my training at the Infundiswa Skills Development in 2005. The training was sponsored and accredited by the Mining Qualification Authority. Basically, what they do is they take guys from the rural areas and from the township. They give them basic jewelry training and designing and manufacturing.
Nkosi has big ambitions going into the future.
Well, there's a great future for this business for that matter, because as you know, we've won a few awards in the last year. The Jet Community Award, region and national awards, and I believe if we could maybe get a contract with Edcon and maybe we could supply them, but again, there's still need for training of other guys so that we could meet that demand.
Human capital investment company Infundo Consulting and engineering solutions company Bentley Systems have partnered to enhance mathematics and science teaching skills in South Africa through an e-learning computer-aided design or LCAD train-the-trainer course. Jacqueline Holman has the story.
The Royal Dutch Embassy has funded the training of 30 teacher trainers, which took place in January. LCAD Master Trainer Dr. Andreas Asperl explains what the LCAD program is.
No, LCAD is a combination of geometry, CAD, computer-aided design, and an e-learning platform. And when it all comes together, it's a very good stuff and program to improve the spatial ability of the students and also the logical thinking. And we had a lot of success during the last years.
Alcade Master Trainer Dr. Gunther Maresch explains the reasons for developing the program.
We were teaching three-dimensional constructions, but our students just were drawing it on 2 dimensions. And so they just realized and they just were thinking in 2 dimensions. We developed a 3-dimensional cut system in our geometry lessons, and now we see for the last 10 years that we have big success in the increase of spatial intelligence of our students, because they really construct now in 3 dimensions. They can rotate the objects.
Bentley has supplied the project with its MicroStation platform for the past 11 years. Bentley Empowered Careers Network Europe, Middle East and Africa Director Željko Juritic describes the benefits of using the software.
This is exactly the same software application that industry is using. So you have 12-year-old kids in Austria or high school students that are working on exactly the same application as the biggest engineering companies.
Infundo Consulting Director Charmaine Smith explains how the Alcade program can assist South African learners.
Alcade is a proof program, so it's been working for about 11 years. It's in the curriculum overseas, and it's shown that kids can shift their logical and spatial perceptions and skills 6 times faster on this program than any other kind of similar program. People could use the software and gain knowledge, but the other one that they could shift skills very quickly in this country.
And now for a sneak preview of this week's Engineering News magazine. In our cover story, we ask whether there will be capacity for new property power connections as the recession abates. The South African wine industry has introduced new lightweight bottles aimed at reducing the industry's impact on the environment. And truck assembler Nissan Diesel South Africa, to be known as UD Truck Southern Africa from September, forms an alliance with Westbank to facilitate financing for its customers. And in Mining Weekly this week, our cover story reports that Great Basin Gold is breathing new life into South Africa's underexploited South Rand goldfield. Read that production at Namibia's Rossing South uranium project is scheduled to begin in late 2013. And Goldfields has been instructed to cut the company's electricity consumption by another 50 megawatts. That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.
Engineering news, not just for engineers.